Hi my loves, and welcome back again to my channel. I am Riri if you're new, and welcome to another video, guys. If you're watching and subscribe yet, please hit that subscribe button down below, like this video and subscribe to my channel. And yeah, I'm trying to grow this channel, guys, so your support is very beneficial here. So guys, it's almost the end of the year, almost Christmas, and everybody, even plus myself included, I'm in the celebratory mood, and just being thankful and grateful to God for life, for helping us see the end of the year and keeping us alive in good health. All gratitude here. I just want to do a quick chit chat here, guys. I just want to talk about 10 things 2025 taught me. This year has been a roller coaster year for me. I failed a lot of times. I got myself back up. It's just been a roller coaster journey, but in all, I'm thankful and I'm grateful to God. So let's just get started here. So first one right here, guys, is discipline. And I have my notes pad here on my phone, so I'm just going to be referencing that as I speak to you guys. So first thing here I noted is discipline is what saves you when motivation disappears, guys. Discipline is something that I would say I kind of saw myself exhibit a whole lot of times, and there were mornings whereby it was so hard. Like there are days, especially like we work, especially when you work a very stressful job, there are days you just don't want to do nothing. Like there are days you're stressed out, maybe dealing with one issue or the other, and you just gotta push through. So on those days, discipline is what came true for me. What carried me through this year, guys, was discipline in achieving my goals, especially as I wrote 2 certification exams this year. Hey, when I tell you it wasn't easy working and preparing for an exam, I can't even imagine people that work and go to school, because it is not easy. I mean, when I was in my master's program, I worked a bit, but I'm talking about like full-time job. I don't know how y'all do it, but I had a taste of that when I was preparing for my exam. And when I tell you, it wasn't easy. It was discipline that kept me going. It was discipline that kept me going because I had a goal in mind to achieve, and I actually achieved it, but it came at a cost, though. It came at a cost. Anyhow, second here is, even when you feel you don't get to stay down, this is a lesson that I learned the hard way. Because as I mentioned, I wrote 2 certification exams. When I tell you I failed one of those exams, even after the study time I put, it wasn't easy at all. After writing the exam and I saw fail, it really broke me, because I knew the amount of time and the effort I put in to prepare for this exam and how expensive this exam is. And when you fail, you gotta pay to write again. So all of the financial costs also affected me. But I said, this was one goal that I put here on my goal list for this year. And after some time, I prepped again, and you know what? I went for it the second time, because I was like, I can't just let this go, because this was something I really wanted to get done before the end of this year, and I'm so happy I achieved it. Guys, there's a helicopter rather that's passing. Let me show you guys. I don't know if you guys can see it here, so it's a lot of noise. Okay, so guys, next here on my list is believing yourself has to come first before any other person says that to you. Self-belief is something that I always instill in myself, that even those times when I'm being faced with a new challenge or a new opportunity and I keep questioning myself if I can do this task or not, one thing the first thing I tell myself is, Riri, you can do this. Because how I see it is, if you don't believe in yourself, it's going to be so hard. Even though somebody says, oh, I believe in you, you got it, it's going to be so hard to actually believe what the other person is saying. So believing in yourself, first of all, is key. It is key, guys. And this is something I feel like you should take so 2026, like, believe in yourself. Even though when it feels difficult, it feels challenging, it feels like a new territory you haven't even explored, please still believe in yourself. The next lesson here, guys, hey, when I tell you my finances, hey, me and my finances this year were like going ahead. We're fighting each other. 2025 forced me to grow financially, guys. I literally stopped overspending. I literally was very, very, very strict when it came to my budget. I didn't play. I didn't play. Unnecessary expense, I cut it off. And I was very, very intentional about the subscriptions that I pay for. I literally had to cancel Netflix. I canceled so many subscriptions that I don't use, and I'm out here paying for it, wasting money, and all of those little additions adds up. So I made sure I took out that time, reviewed my budget, and cut out any unnecessary expense, and it has saved me a little bit of money. Actually, it has saved me a bit of money. And financial discipline is something that I think I might do a separate video on that. Financial discipline, guys, it is not easy. It is not easy, especially coming from me. I'm this type of person that I love shopping. I do fashion hauls, you guys tell on this channel. So I have to be intentional about where my money is going and things that I buy, where I shop from, and not just buying stuff just because of fast fashion. I have to be very intentional about where my money is going. And budgeting is something that's helped me a lot this year, because I can clearly see the bills that I'm paying for. I can clearly see how much I'm putting into my credit cards, savings. Yeah, budgeting has helped me. It has helped me a whole lot, and I would say I have grown when it comes to my relationship with money. It's still, sometimes I would say I operate from the place of scarcity sometimes, and it's just my mindset. It's just my mindset, and also it's because of when I look at how I was spending money, like I was spending money back then and not even budgeting and all. It kind of costed me a little bit, but I am coming out of it slowly but surely. And this is me telling you guys that please be very intentional about how you spend your money and budget. So yeah, moving on. Next thing here this year taught me is rest is not something, and it is actually something that is required. It is something that I need, you need, everybody needs, guys. I took self-care really, really seriously this year. I took rest really, really seriously this year. Like, there are days after work, I'm very intentional about making sure I soak in my bath. I invest in aromatherapy product that helps, relax the muscle, relax my body. And then also, when my body is telling me like, girl, you need to sleep, or you've done enough, or I'm having headache, I don't fight it. I don't, let me just push through it. I just take all that time to rest. Because one thing I always say is, guys, the work would always be there. Work would always be there. So if you want to kill yourself because of one job, it will always be there, and even more work to top it up with. So I was very intentional about making sure I take out time to rest. And rest made me better every day, not lazy. Rest made me, I wake up in the morning with so much energy. I'm not frustrated about anything. It's made me better in so many ways. And also, some of my clearest thinking, best ideas, some thoughts, it actually came when I'm operating from a place of rest and not operating from a place of stress. So you have to be very intentional not to let yourself get to that level whereby you're burnt out, because at the end of the day, it's your body that's going to have to deal with that, your nervous system is going to have to deal with that, and every other thing suffers. So I think we all have to be very intentional about not we're not getting to that place where we're actually burnt out, and intentionally take a rest whenever we can. Another thing that this year taught me, even though I kind of struggle with it a little bit, and I'm still getting better, it's consistency is more important than big moments. You see this thing called consistency, especially when it comes to like YouTube. Hey guys, yeah, I struggle with this, but I could see those times when I was consistent, especially be it posting more of short videos or pushing out videos on my YouTube, I could see the results. Consistency also came from me from a place of, even with those times when I was studying for my exam, there are days I didn't want to read, I didn't want to study, but I still pushed myself, and I did it every single day leading up until my exam. Even with my finances, I struggled so much to save, but little drops adds up, and I made sure I was consistent with it, and I saw it build up. So consistency is something that I saw how important it can be. Confidence is something that you build when you say you're gonna do something, you stick to it and you do it. And I can relate to this, especially when it comes to my gym, like working out, having a healthy lifestyle, and being fit. I tell myself there are weeks, there are some months that I literally had to push myself to be going to the gym 3 to 4 times a week, and I kept to it. I kept to it. Of course, there are days I slacked off a little bit, maybe because of something came up or the other, but for the most part, when I tell myself I'm gonna do X, Y, Z, I make sure I do it, because those days when I don't stick to my word, I don't know, I just feel like I let myself down. I don't know if you feel the same way, guys. So I feel sometimes like I let myself down. So I always try to make sure like I stick to my words, and I try to do what I said I was gonna do, sticking to my words. Another important lesson that this year taught me is not everybody should have access to me. Not everybody should have access to you. 2025 taught me peace requires boundaries. Not everybody should be accessible to me, to my space. Not everybody is meant to work with you in your next season. And when it comes to friendship, I could see that very clearly. There are some friends that, not that I'm fighting with them or anything, but I just feel like, okay, I think that season of our life was over, and it's not like if they call me tomorrow I wouldn't pick, or if I see them somewhere I wouldn't say hello to them. It's just more so from a place of, I understand everybody has a lot of things going on, everybody is also dealing with one thing or the other, but that doesn't mean I don't check up on my friends. I try to check up on my friends. I try my best. Of course I know I seem to do better in that angle, but I know there are some friends, quote unquote, that I know weren't good for me in my life, maybe by the virtue of maybe things they said to me, or how they behaved towards me, or how they acted towards me. I wish them well, peace, love, and light, but that communication, that boundary is literally there. Another most important lesson this year taught me: softness is not weakness, guys. I stopped being so hard on myself. You know those days when maybe you didn't hit a goal, or you didn't achieve something that meant so much to you, and at that point you just start saying some nasty things to yourself. I learned to speak kindly to myself, to give myself grace. That's something I always tell myself. Like, I learned this year to give myself some grace, to cut me some slack, because not everyone has it all figured out. Not everybody is perfect, and we have to be very intentional about talking to ourselves with love, with kindness, and just being kind to ourselves. Because when you're not kind to yourself, how do you expect other people to be kind towards you? People can literally even be unkind to you, and you accept that, thinking that is normal. And it is not normal. I'm gonna leave number 10 up to you guys. Let me know what is the one thing this year taught you. Let me know down in the comment section. I can't wait to read and also hear about some key lessons this year taught you as well. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this vlog. I don't want this to be so long, so I'm going to end it here, and I will see you guys in my next one. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys very soon. Bye for now.